Microwave ovens are the best human inventions in the culinary world, so much so that they have become a quintessential part of our day-to-day lives. Right from cooking food in just a matter of seconds to reviving the freshness of a cold and bland meal, microwave ovens are no less than a savior and a lazy man's companion. Concerns about microwave radiation were largely settled in the years after the microwave oven was first invented. We've all heard about how microwaving food removes some nutritional value, but is it true? Is something bad happening to our food behind that microwave glass? According to the World Health Organization, when used correctly, there's nothing to worry about in terms of a microwave's radiation. It is completely harmless. Microwaves use low-frequency electromagnetic radiation, the same kind used in light bulbs and radios. When you put food inside a microwave, it absorbs these microwaves, which makes water molecules in the food to vibrate, causing friction that heats up the food. According to Juming Tang, professor of food engineering at Washington State University, humans absorb electromagnetic waves, too. But microwave ovens produce relatively low-frequency waves and they are contained inside the microwave. Even if that weren't the case, the waves are harmless, says Tang. Of course, the heat in a microwave isn't harmless, so you should never put a living creature inside of a microwave. Unlike X-rays, microwaves don't use ionizing radiation, which means they don't carry enough energy to detach electrons from atoms. If you use the wrong kind of plastic, one that doesn't say, microwave safe, unhealthy chemicals could seep into your food. But if you're concerned about getting the most nutrition out of your food, microwaving is a safe bet. In fact, it's near the top of the list for nutritionally sound food preparation methods. If you use your microwave with a small amount of water to essentially steam food from the inside, you'll retain more vitamins and minerals than with almost any other cooking method. There's nothing risky about microwave radiation, but there is about heating up plastic. We often microwave foods in plastic containers and wrapping, but some scientists warn of the risk of ingesting phthalate from plastic. When exposed to heat, these plastic additives can break down and leach into food. Some plastic isn't designed for microwaves because it has polymers inside to make it soft and flexible, which melt at a lower temperature and may leach out during the microwave process if it goes beyond 100 degrees Celsius, says Juming Tang, professor of food engineering at Washington State University. The best ways to minimize risk are to use other microwave-safe materials than plastic, such as ceramic. If you do use plastic containers, avoid any that are losing their shape, since old and damaged containers are more likely to leach chemicals. You can also check your container's universal recycling symbol, often on the bottom of a product. Those with a number 3 and the letters V or PVC include phthalate. One study in 2019, looking at the nutrient loss of broccoli in the microwave, pointed out that previous studies varied the cooking time, temperature, and whether or not the broccoli was in water. It found that shorter cooking times they microwaved the broccoli for 1 minute didn't compromise nutritional content. Steaming and microwaving could even increase content of most flavonoids, which are compounds linked to reduced risk of heart disease. Under the cooking conditions used in this study, microwaving appeared to be a better way to preserve flavonoids than steaming, the researchers wrote. But there's no straightforward answer as to whether microwaving vegetables will retain more nutrients than any other method. That's because each food is different in terms of the texture and nutrients they contain, according to Wu. Whenever you cook food, you'll have some loss of nutrients, says registered dietitian and certified food scientist Catherine Adams Hutt, RD, PhD. The best cooking method for retaining nutrients is one that cooks quickly, exposes food to heat for the smallest amount of time and uses only a minimal amount of liquid. Guess what? Microwave cooking does that. Consider spinach. Boil it on the stove, and it can lose up to 70% of its folic acid. Microwave it with just a little water, and you'll retain nearly all its folic acid. Cooking bacon on a griddle until it's crispy, yum, can create nitrosamines, while microwaving bacon creates far fewer of these cancer-promoting chemicals. Here are some tips while using microwave oven. Avoid overcooking vegetables to minimize nutrient losses. Before microwaving, check the labeling on the package and follow the instructions. If the package is not marked as being microwave safe, switch to a suitable microwave container. Rotate and stir foods during cooking to spread the temperature of heating equally and as such minimize potential for foodborne illness. Check the temperature of food before consumption. Remember, microwaving cannot magically make contaminated food safe. So if in doubt, throw it out. Now, let us look at the article regarding microwaves published by World Health Organization or WHO in their website. What are microwaves? Microwaves are high-frequency radio waves, radiofrequency fields, and, like visible radiation, light, are part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Microwaves are used primarily for TV broadcasting, radar for air and sea navigational aids, and telecommunications including mobile phones. They are also used in industry for processing materials, in medicine for diathermy treatment, and in kitchens for cooking food. Microwaves are reflected, transmitted, or absorbed by materials in their path, in a similar manner to light. Metallic materials totally reflect microwaves, while non-metallic materials such as glass and some plastics are mostly transparent to microwaves. Materials containing water, for example foods, fluids, or tissues, readily absorb microwave energy, which is then converted into heat. This information sheet discusses the operation and safety aspects of microwave ovens used in the home. More details about the nature of electromagnetic fields and health effects of radiofrequency and microwave fields are available in WHO Fact Sheets 182 and 183. How do microwave ovens work? Domestic microwave ovens operate at a frequency of 2450 MHz with a power usually ranging from 500 to 1100 watts. Microwaves are produced by an electronic tube called a magnetron. Once the oven is switched on, the microwaves are dispersed in the oven cavity and reflected by a stirrer fan, so the microwaves are propagated in all directions. They are reflected by the metal sides of the oven cavity and absorbed by the food. Uniformity of heating in the food is usually assisted by having the food on a rotating turntable in the oven. Water molecules vibrate when they absorb microwave energy, and the friction between the molecules results in heating, which cooks the food. Unlike conventional ovens, microwaves are absorbed only in the food and not in the surrounding oven cavity. Only dishes and containers specifically designed for microwave cooking should be used. Certain materials, such as plastics not suitable for microwave oven, may melt or burst into flames if overheated. Microwaves do not directly heat food containers which are designed for microwave cooking. These materials usually get warm only from being in contact with the hot food. Oven manufacturers do not recommend operating an empty oven. In the absence of food, the microwave energy can reflect back into the magnetron and may damage it. Microwave oven users should carefully read and comply with the manufacturer's instructions because new ovens vary widely in design and performance. While most modern ovens can tolerate some food packaging made of metal, oven manufacturers generally recommend not placing metal in the oven, particularly not close to the walls, as this could cause electrical arcing and damage the oven walls. Also, because metal reflects microwaves, food wrapped in metal foil will not be cooked, while food not in metal wrap may receive more energy than intended, causing uneven cooking. Are microwave ovens safe? When used according to manufacturer's instructions, microwave ovens are safe and convenient for heating and cooking a variety of foods. However, several precautions need to be taken, specifically with regards to potential exposure to microwaves, thermal burns, and food handling. Microwave safety. The design of microwave ovens ensures that the microwaves are contained within the oven and can only be present when the oven is switched on and the door is shut. Leakage around and through the glass door is limited by design to a level well below that recommended by international standards. However, microwave leakage could still occur around damaged, dirty, or modified microwave ovens. It is therefore important that the oven is maintained in good condition. Users should check that the door closes properly and that the safety interlock devices, fitted to the door to prevent microwaves from being generated while it is open, work correctly. The door seals should be kept clean and there should be no visible signs of damage to the seals or the outer casing of the oven. If any faults are found or parts of the oven are damaged, it should not be used until it has been repaired by an appropriately qualified service engineer. Microwave energy can be absorbed by the body and produce heat in exposed tissues. Organs with a poor blood supply and temperature control, such as the eye, or temperature-sensitive tissue like the testes, have a higher risk of heat damage. However, thermal damage would only occur from long exposures to very high power levels, well in excess of those measured around microwave ovens. Thermal safety. Burn injuries can result from handling hot items heated in a microwave oven, in the same way as items heated using conventional ovens or cooking surfaces. However, heating food in a microwave oven presents some peculiarities. Boiling water on a conventional stove allows steam to escape through bubbling action as the water begins to boil. In a microwave oven there may be no bubbles on the walls of the container and the water will superheat and may suddenly boil. This sudden boiling may be triggered by a single bubble in the liquid or by the introduction of a foreign element such as a spoon. People have been severely burned by superheated water. Another peculiarity of microwave cooking relates to the thermal response of specific foods. Certain items with non-porous surfaces, e.g. hot dogs, are composed of materials that heat at different rates, e.g. yolk and white of eggs heat unevenly and may explode. This can happen if eggs or chestnuts are cooked in their shells. Food safety. Food safety is an important health issue. In a microwave oven, the rate of heating depends on the power rating of the oven and on the water content, density and amount of food being heated. Microwave energy does not penetrate well in thicker pieces of food, and may produce uneven cooking. This can lead to a health risk if parts of the food are not heated sufficiently to kill potentially dangerous microorganisms. Because of the potential for uneven distribution of cooking, food heated in a microwave oven should rest for several minutes after cooking is completed to allow the heat to distribute throughout the food. Food cooked in a microwave oven is as safe, and has the same nutrient value, as food cooked in a conventional oven. The main difference between these two methods of cooking is that microwave energy penetrates deeper into the food and reduces the time for heat to be conducted throughout the food, thus reducing the overall cooking time. Only certain microwave ovens are designed to sterilize items, for example babies' milk bottles. The user should follow the manufacturer's instructions for this type of application. Misconceptions. To dispel some misconceptions, it is important to realize that food cooked in a microwave oven does not become radioactive. Nor does any microwave energy remain in the cavity or the food after the microwave oven is switched off. In this respect, microwaves act just like light. When the light bulb is turned off, no light remain. The bottom line is, microwaves don't make food radioactive, don't destroy the nutrients in food any more than other cooking methods, and don't cause cancer or other health issues. That is, if they're in good condition and are used properly. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. If you have any suggestions or reactions, please write in the comments below. Thank you for watching.